Welcome to the Enugu State Town Hall meeting, where stakeholders and citizens are meeting with Governor Peter Amba on the occasion of his stewardship in the last 10 months. The theme of this particular discourse is issues of governance, the journeys.
And identified the challenges of security as the biggest elephant we had in the room. And we knew it was imperative we address that. Recall that we made very consequential pronouncements, and we had to mobilize the security agencies who worked with us, indeed, toiled day and night, worked tirelessly for us to have the state of security that we have today in Enugu. And then we went on to commence the installation of CCTV of water within a time frame of 180 days. When we came in, we were generating less than 5 million liters of water daily. Our current production capacity has gone up to 120 million liters daily. You may have noticed that there's work currently going on the International Conference Center. In few months, the conference center will become functional. Recall we said that we're going to do 1,250 kilometers of road every year, which means we're going to do 10,000 kilometers of road over the 4 to 8 years that we're going to serve you. That's if you renew our mandate. Our objective is to make sure that all the roads in Enugu City, all the roads are paved. We will not take any road, we will not accept that there will be a road in our metropolis that is not paved. We are currently constructing the smart schools across the 260 wards. We've awarded the contracts for 135. So in 135 wards today, those smart school projects are ongoing.
The 10 months performance record was impressive, but some of the citizens had both doubts and worries, which they told the governor directly.
We have been hearing about your security interventions, and we from organizing, based on our structures, from state down to the because every executive committee member of every family is a member of organizing executive. And based on security, in our place, as meaning that we know every family and the owner. And in the intervention for security, organizing is asking, how can you involve us? Because through the instructions of time,
Your Excellency, I'm particularly enchanted by your interventions in the health sector, especially with these recent health centers that have to be scattered all over the world. But my question is, enlightenment is the veritable tool for mitigation of some social ills. If we cite these things without these women coming to assess it, it will avail us nothing. Now, according to the scripture, a particular man said, how will I understand if nobody teaches me? What are the plans in place to sensitize these women to start using these health facilities?
Sir, prior to your coming into office, persons with disabilities in Enugu have been beggars in their own father's land. Sir, I wish to know the situation of persons with disabilities under your administration, considering the already existing Enugu State Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act of 2023 that supposed establishing Enugu State Disability Commission for the sake of welfare and integration of persons with disabilities into state affairs. How do we secure our roads, not just in the urban area, but in the remote areas, in the rural communities? How do we secure our roads? Because it is hard for us, people coming from Alpha to Enugu, between Alpha and AK is a terror zone. So how do we secure those remote areas? That's our question for the governor.
In the business community, we recognize that there is shock in the economy based on the prevailing escalating inflation. We want you, being a responsible government, to pay more detailed attention to some of the businesses that are dying. If you can create an avenue for us to monitor them and even give them opportunity to have loans to revive their businesses, it will help us.
Outside of the open session, some of those who were at the town hall expressed their impression of the government of the Enugu State in the last 10 months.
As we all know, His Excellency has done a lot for the educational sector, starting from the smart green schools to the allocation of 33% of the state budget to education, and to promising us to provide palliative to students in their need. He has also promised to do something about the Enugu State Scholarship Board.
I'm coming from the perspective of being a small business owner. I have a business in the town. I produce stuff, I sell here, but we notice that there's a lot of issues, a lot of negative vibes around the taxation policy of the government. Taxation is good, but a lot of people feel that looking at the overall economy at the moment, that there should be a more flexible, a more friendly approach, towards the taxation policy of the government.
We have 3 women in the commissioner circle. We are not really impressed with that number, because what my organization does is that we encourage women to be in leadership positions. We teach them voter education, we teach them to vote and to be voted for, to be carried along in leadership process, to come and contest and equally take up appointment positions. But unfortunately, in Enugu State, we've not had that. We just have 2 women in the House of Assembly and 3 women as commissioners. So we are not really impressed by that.
The Enugu State government wanted the feedback from its citizens. It got much more because, in addition to what they think about governance in the state, some of those at the event said the town hall gave them a sense of ownership of their government.
This is the first time in the history where this kind of gesture is being inclusive. Are you getting me? Now, going by the concerns of people with disabilities under his administration, I have that confidence with him.
We see every state has its own peculiarity, and that is Enugu for you. Any governor who can do well in Enugu can lead the entire Southeast, because Enugu is the capital of the Southeast. And that was why he didn't want Enugu to have security issue. He came on board, he said, I'm going to end it at home. And he has ended it without any record of casualties.
I think I see the governor as somebody who is proactive. From what he's doing and what he's saying, I see him as somebody who knows where he's going, and then who is ready to take people to the promised land. It's not that he's just talking like a politician who promise and don't do.
Meanwhile, the royal father, Igwe Habatukuta, highlighted one key issue that wasn't touched at the town hall.
The major thing that they did not touch is about making Enugu State, concentrating it, and officially making it oil producing state, because we have oil in Enugu State. I'm very, very sure, because he's in the oil sector and he knows his state has oil. So he must be doing something on the ground about it.
The town hall with the title, Issues in Governance, The Journey So Far, was a shift from the governor talking to the people to the governor talking with the people. The issues raised at the event reflected a burning interest by the people and their government, and a sign that the governor may have struck the right chord in his town hall approach. From the old government lodge in Enugu State, I'm Charles Pius for Signature Television.